going on, henchmen? Welcome to the Henchman Club. In today's video, we're going to be talking about should you bulk, cut, or maintain. But before we get into the video, if you're looking for a comprehensive fitness plan you can use to completely transform your body, then hit me up at the henchmanclub@gmail.com and I'll send you a free plan. So the question is, should you bulk, cut, or maintain? It really all depends on your body type. I guess you already have an idea about this, right? So bulking, I'm not really a big fan of bulking. I'm gonna be honest. And the reason why I say this is because, I used to be overweight. I used to be like over 250 pounds. So I'm definitely not trying to go on like a crazy diet plan where I start gaining like crazy amounts of fats and all that. I'm definitely not for that. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit biased when it comes to bulking. But first thing is that if you're skinny, if you're like extremely skinny, then of course you need to bulk. But you need to bulk wisely. I'm not saying you just go on and start like eating all shitty food and everything. No, you don't want to gain fat. You want to get hench. You want to go from skinny to hench. So if that's you right now, of course you need to eat more food. I would say, depending on where you are right now, depending on how much food you can eat. So a 500 calorie surplus every day will get you a 3,500 calorie surplus every week. And if you're able to do that, you can gain 1 pound. And of course, 1,000 calorie surplus every day will be equal to 7,000 calories every week. And now you gain 2 pounds. So it all depends on you. If you can eat like 1,000 calorie surplus every day, then of course you should definitely go on that bulk and go crazy. But if you can't, then of course go on the 500 calorie surplus every day and gain 1 pound every week. It all depends on what you can eat. But definitely if you're like extremely skinny and you're trying to like, get hench, of course you need the bulk. The second, if you're skinny fat, then you don't want to bulk and you don't want to cut, because you definitely want to gain weight. You want to gain muscle, right? But at the same time, you don't want to gain like too much weight at the same time. You want to gain too much weight at once, because if you do that, you'll be gaining fat and you already have enough fat. So if you're skinny fat, I would say you have to be careful with your calorie. You have to be careful with your calorie surplus. The what I've noticed is that most people that are skinny fat, they probably they don't eat like proper meals. So they eat like a lot of sweets, a lot of junk food, stuff like that, chips, all these things. And when you eat these kind of things, they have no calories in them and there's no nutritional benefits from those things. So of course, when you eat like that, then it'd be much harder for you to actually maintain a lean physique. So if you're skinny fat, the best thing to do will probably be you changing your diet plan. So you want to start eating better meals. You want to start eating more protein, because if you don't have protein in your body, that's probably why you don't get a lot of muscle when you have like fat. Because when you eat all those junk foods, you don't get any protein from that, so you can't even build up your muscle or anything like that. You can build up your muscle, and at the same time, you just end up putting empty calories in your body, and you just gain weight and without any nutritional benefits to your body. So if you're skinny fat, then the thing you want to do is you want to increase your protein intake. You can increase your calories slightly, but not too much. You want to go crazy. You don't want to gain up to 1 pound a week. You just want a little surplus, maybe like 100 calories, 200 calories. So you can get as much protein as possible, like one gram per pound of body weight. You want to make sure you're getting that in. And of course, you want to change your diet. You don't want to be eating like empty calories anymore. You want to actually get like proper meals in, whole foods, when you eat those kind of things. And I'm not saying chicken, broccoli, rice, that's not what I'm talking about here. But eat chicken, potatoes, steak, stuff like that. You can maybe eat burgers. If you're eating burgers, get like 96% lean beef. You don't want to get like burgers with like hella calories, because you're still skinny fat. So you don't want to keep gaining fat. You want to lose as much fat as possible. You want to have enough calories and enough nutrients in your body to actually gain muscle. So you're gonna be losing weight at the same time. You're gonna be gaining muscle, and that's for people that are skinny fat. And of course, if you're obese, then you want to go in a complete cut. You want to go in a calorie deficit. So you want to go at least in a 500 calorie deficit. If you go in a 500 calorie deficit every day, at the end of the week, you lose 1 pound, because 500 calorie deficit every day equals to 3,500 calorie deficit every week, which is equal to 1 pound of fat lost. If you want to get really aggressive, of course, you increase it to 1,000, and then you lose 2 pounds every week. But I don't know if a lot of people can can consistently be on a diet where they reduce the calories by 1,000 every day. Of course, you know how to do calorie calculation. Go on my calorie calculator, put in your information there. I've talked about this in my other videos. Put your information there. It's going to give you your maintenance calories, and based on your maintenance calories, that's when you're able to make a change and then make either a calorie deficit. If you're obese or you're fat and you want to lose weight, you go on a calorie deficit. If you're skinny fat and you want to go on a bulk, if you're skinny, then you want to go on a bulk, right? So you want to get a calorie surplus. And of course, if you're skinny fat, you don't want to go on a bulk and you don't want to go on a cut. You want to be in the middle, because you don't want to lose weight. You don't want to lose weight because if you lose too much weight, you'll be losing muscle. But you want to lose the fat instead of losing the muscle. At the same time, you still want to be gaining weight, so you don't want to be in a crazy calorie deficit, because you already don't have that much muscle if you're skinny fat. So you want to increase your muscle, but you want to lose the fat. So for skinny fat, it's a very peculiar situation. You want to change the way you eat. That's like key for that. Skinny fat, you have to change the way you eat. That's the number one thing I would say. I know a lot of people that are skinny fat, they just don't eat good meals, you know, and then it leads to storing of fat in the body. And fat in the body is just excess energy. When you eat more calories than your body needs, your body just stores up that stuff as fat in your body. That's literally that's what fat is. So you gotta make sure you make those changes. This video is not gonna be that long. It's very simple, but I just want to talk about that. If you know, and of course for bulking, if you're already like hinge, you know, I would say maintain. You know, if you're already like hinge, you're already like you got a good definition, you're lean, you're strong. Maintain. But when I say maintain, I'm not saying you go like your maintenance calorie. You can go like slightly above. So if you're already like you're lean, you're chill, you're strong, no need for you to go on a crazy bulk. Because I don't know, for me personally, I don't want to gain any fat, man. I don't see a point of gaining fat and then cutting it back again, gaining fat and cutting back, like, you know, like that shit don't make sense to me. If you're already like lean, just get in like maybe an extra 200 calorie surplus, you know, every day. And if at the end of the week, like it be like a 1,400 calorie surplus weekly. So you won't gain, like, especially if you're very active, you're going around, you're doing stuff, you play basketball, you play football, you know. But whatever it is you're doing, if you're very active, you burn that stuff normally. Like if you're eating good food, like protein, when you eat protein, you burn like 30% of that. Like that's like I saw a thing a couple of weeks ago where you eat protein, you burn 70% of the calories in the protein just by trying to process the protein. So if you're eating good food, a little calorie surplus every day, you still be able to gain muscle without having to gain like too much fat. You know, if you already like your physique and you're already like lean, you're shredded, and you're strong, you have a good muscle base. I would suggest that you don't go on it. I don't know, unless if you want to, then that's cool. But for me personally, man, that's like what's always been my goals. I want to get lean, and I get like hinge and strong. I don't want to. I get lean and hinge. Like I don't want to be. I mean, if I've got on bulks before, most of my bulks are unintentional, you know, because I just start eating. I just binge like crazy. I start eating like a killer food, you know. But like if like right now I'm in a stage where like I'm not trying to be like, of course I'm trying to gain muscle, so I'm trying to eat a little bit more. I'm trying to eat enough where I can actually still keep on like adding muscle to my body, but I'm not trying to be going crazy where I'm going to be getting like a pound of fat every week. Fuck no, because if I get a pound of fat and then over time your abs and your leanness is just going to start like slowly going to fade away, and then eventually you have to go on a cut again, and that whole cycle of bulk and cut. Like, if you're not a professional bodybuilder, man, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you going to be going like? Don't you got shit to do? Like, you don't like, because it takes mental energy to be focused on, you know, on your diet plan and everything. You have to know what to eat, this and that. Nah, you just want to, once you get lean, you get hinge, you get to a particular base where it's like, this is my good base, especially if you're a beginner. After like a year or two of working out, if you come past the beginner stages, now you're going to like, you know, the middle stages of your workout journey. So you don't want to just, you want to keep like going bulk and cut, like, you know, like, you're not doing this shit for like, you're going on a show. If you're going on a show, then I don't want you on this channel. You shouldn't be watching this channel. But if you're not going on a show and nothing like that, then why are you going to be going bulk and cut, man? Just like get a good base, make sure you're able to maintain that base, and then you can slightly like increase your calories just a little, not too much, nothing crazy, just like 100 calories, 200 calories, 250 the max. Well, 250, that's like 0.5, that's almost like 0.5 pounds a week, you know, but of fat. So you have to be very careful with this stuff. So you also have to be active. If you're gonna go on a slight like calorie surplus like 400, pushing 500, then I'll say you gotta put some cardio in there unless you want to gain fat, because if that's something you want to do, then of course that's up to you. But personally, I'm just speaking from my own experience. Like I never want to go on a bulk where like I start gaining crazy amounts of fat and I have to lose that shit later, because I mean, unless you say when you gain the fat, you're gonna stay like that. But if you know you're not gonna stay like that, then you might as well be careful. You must be careful with where you're bulking, because whatever you gain, eventually when you want it, because you know, especially when you get lean the first time, you look yourself in the mirror with abs, you look like a physical specimen. Like nobody really wants to go back to being like fat, seeing no abs, or you know, having like love handles, shit like that. Nobody wants that. I know I personally, I never wanted that. So if you already have a good muscle base, I would suggest to you the best thing to do would be to main gain. That's what people call main gain. Where it's like, you know, you maintain at the same time, but you're gaining muscle. Not because you don't get like shitty, like a shit ton of calories in every day doesn't mean that you're not going to gain muscle. That's not true. As long as you're banging gym, you're eating 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, and at the same time, slight calorie surplus where you get like an extra 100, 200 calories, maybe 250 at the max, like I said. And of course, you stay active so you can maintain that physique, and over time, you still build the muscle. That's the thing, because when you go on the bulk, right, unless you're a skinny guy, you're struggling, you're a hard gainer, that's a different thing. Because for that, you really need a lot of calories to go from that. You know, it's the same like if you're like morbidly obese, or if you're like fat, it takes a lot. You have to go on a crazy cut for you to get back, you know, for you to lose that weight and then get a hinge physique. At the same time, you'll be pumping weight. Same thing if you're skinny, you need that crazy amount of calories to actually gain the weight. You know, those are the two sides. But when you're skinny fat, you don't need like crazy things. You just need like slight, same thing. You just need a slight, you know, like a slight change in your diet to make sure you're eating the right things. The same thing if you're already where you want to be, like you're already like hinge, you're already like good, have a good muscle base. You don't want to be going crazy, because why would you want to go back and go on a bulk and then gain like 20, 30 pounds, and then you have to lose 30 pounds again? Like I said, unless if you're competing or you have something you know. But I don't see why anybody like just trying to look good, because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to look good. If you're trying to look good, I don't see why you have to go through the process of being like bulk and cut. But like, fuck, man, like I got shit to do, man. I ain't trying to be focusing. Like, I just want to go to the gym, eat the foods I want to eat, and just go about my day and just do stuff. I don't want to be thinking about eating. I see people that be like, yo, I got 200 calories left. To start drinking like fucking like olive oil or some shit. Like, fuck that, man. I start like eating butter. What the fuck, man? Like, I'm not a professional bodybuilder, man. I'm just a guy that's trying, you know, have a good physique and just walk around, just enjoy my life. That's it. I know same thing for most of you guys too. So if that's you, man, and you already have a good muscle base, then I'll forget the bulk and the cut. Just go on a slight main gain and just maintain your weight and slightly gain over time. Gain over time, man. And you still see the results again, because I'm of the opinion that when you go on a bulk and you get those 30 pounds, you're looking hench and everything, but then when you lose those 30 pounds, you still go back to, you might have gained a little bit muscle, but you still like lose, because you're still going to lose weight on the cut. So you kind of, most of those things are kind of like fake. It's not a good representation. In my opinion, when you actually slowly gain, you can actually see you can see your body transform over time from like a good muscle base to you like stacking muscle upon the muscle, like, you know, upon the muscle base you've already built up. That's way better in my opinion than having to go on a crazy, you know, on a crazy bulk, you know. And then for the cuts, of course, cuts is specific. Like cutting and bulking, in my opinion, is specific. Like cutting is for people that are fat or morbidly obese. They really need to cut, and people that are like, you know, extremely like skinny and they're looking like the hard gainers, they're looking to gain muscle. Those kind of people, they really need the bulk. If you're skinny fat, like I said, you don't need either. You just need a little. You need to change your diet. Make sure you're eating enough protein and you can maintain your calories. You know, just maintain your calories. You lose the fat and everything. As long as you maintain your calories. If you're going to slight deficit, you're going to slight deficit. You're going to slight surplus. It really depends on your like how much. Because if you're like skinny fat, like you have like really skinny arms, and you just go like a huge stomach, then of course that's not skinny fat. I want to make that clear. But when I say skinny fat, like you have a little bit of fat in your stomach, but you're like still slim. Like if you wore a shirt, like nobody would think you're fat or anything like that. If that's you, then of course you need a recomposition. You need a bang gym, do all those things. The same thing, if you already like have a good muscle base, you don't need to go on a crazy bulk, man. And you don't need to go on a cut, of course, because you're already lean, you're hinge, you're chilled, and you're strong. Just slightly gain things, slightly gain over time. And that's the video, guys. I hope this makes sense. I know this video is kind of strange because it's not really, it's like it's all over the place, but I'm just trying to explain to you, like, depending on where you are, you know where you are, but if you need help, you need more help, you know, you want to find out like what exactly you need to do, just hit me up at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com. We can talk. I'll send you a free plan and you get the results you want to get. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the Henchman Club, like the video, comment down below what you think about the video, and stay hench.